Hey guys, it is Tuesday and welcome to Haunted But True Storytime, where the stories are true, but the characters are family, and friends. Now, if you're new to my page, please hit that subscribe button that's in the corner of this video, and also please hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I go live or drop a video. To all my replay game fans, please don't forget to close the door. And when I say close the door, that means thumbs up the live. So please don't forget to thumbs up the live when you guys watch it. And if you're a part of the replay game and still want to be included in story time, you can do that by sending your auntie a tip through the super thanks below this video, which is the heart with a dollar sign in it. And you can send your tip and still be included in story time. Thanks in advance. Love you guys. See you later. And for everybody that's actually on live, hey guys, I couldn't wait to get on here and tell y'all that I was gonna cuss y'all out because I just knew y'all wasn't gonna close the door. I just knew it. Y'all like them badass nieces and nephews that even though my screen is ripped out of my door, y'all still run through the screen instead of just opening and closing the door. That's who y'all is. Y'all the badass nephew that ran through the hole in the screen instead of just opening and closing the door. Y'all know who y'all is. Hi guys, welcome to Story Time. We're gonna say hello to everybody individually. Hey Chastain, you better not cut today. I know you the first one in class. You better be in here with I call roll, and I'm not even playing. Hey Chastain, hey Kay, hey Nino, hey Lakeisha, hey Regina, hey Roll a Mile of My Shoes. Hey, Kay. Yes, you made it, Kay. I'm glad to see you here, love. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Trucker. Trucker, are we recklessly driving or driving recklessly? Let me know what's going on. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Jakia. Hello, Suki. Hey, Indigo Kush. I thought you was in the family. What happened? I thought you was a member. What happened? You know November? You know December? Because I remember. I thought you was a member. Thank you, Dino. Let me go ahead and pin that while I'm going through saying hello. Hey, Ty. Glad to see you made it. Hey, sweetie. I ain't shaking your hands. Wash your hands. Thank you, booty finger, that little girl. Let's see. Hey, Ryan. Ryan, did you close the door? I feel like you didn't close the door. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Khadijah. Khadijah, I thought you was in the family too. What happened? Girl, you better find your membership card. Where your membership card at? Hey, Tay. Hey, Jai. Hey, Step. Yes. Hey, Dion. Let's see. Hey, Deja and Keisha. Let's see there. I was trying to cut out the clay. No, you ain't cutting no clay and smoke nothing. Sit your hot ass down somewhere. Yes. Welcome, you guys. Don't forget to close the door behind y'all. Y'all falling asleep last week, so I set a permanent alarm so I don't oversleep no more. Thank you so much, Kay. I'm so glad because you know what happened when you doze off of my class. You know, let your cousins know what happened when you doze off of my class. Because you know, don't you? Mm-hmm. All righty, guys. I closed the door as soon as I walked in. Thank you, Ryan. I just had a feeling, a weird feeling that you didn't close the door. But I see your cousin still ain't closed the door. Okay, so Trucker, you recklessly driving. Okay, so Trucker, don't you pick this phone up. Don't you touch it for nothing unless you want to see your auntie a tip. Other than that, you keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, okay? Yes. So, guys, we are about to get ready to start story time in 3 minutes. So I'm giving you guys time to close the door. And then you can get up and go get your snacks, your cakes, your pies. Put your children in a corner or class or a door or room or wherever you put your children. Put them in them places. Put a device in front of their face, and then tell them don't bother you for the next hour. Then you come on out. You make your tumbler of wine or your shot of whatever you're drinking. Because I know y'all like to drink, we family, so I know y'all like to drink. Get everything, pull it in front of you so you won't have to move, so you won't miss story time. So yes, hey Lavonia. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, you can't comment, but you just commented. But okay. See, this is why I have a clan, because I got silly ass nieces like that. Finally caught the line because I don't have a clan today. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Glad to see you made to my class on time, KJ. I could have swore you was a member. What happened? What happened? You don't November? You don't December? Because I remember. I remember. So what November? What happened? Um. Okay, little boy, that's what's up. I'm gonna kill sitting with my snacks while we wait for our car. Okay, I'm at Kia. Okay, you at Kia. Okay, nobody want to call, girl. You heard? Well. Google it on Google it. No, I don't even say Google it. TikTok it. TikTok kill cars. Go on and tell you what happened down here in Atlanta with kill cars. So, I don't see. I gotta join Auntie. Yes, you do, Indigo. What's the hold up? What are you waiting on for? For you to end up sharing a room with Sweet Tea who don't like to wash her hands or her ass? That's what you waiting on? Because that's where you're gonna end up. That's where you're gonna end up. I finna say, boy, cause down here in Atlanta, boy, I'm talking about they taking them kids so fast that the police is giving away steering wheel locking collars to people with kids down here because they like y'all shit getting taken so fast in the blink of an eye, bitch. Like you can sneeze and look up and your car is gone. You look up your kid is gone. You don't see nothing but the tail lights going on down the damn street. So yeah. That's going to join link for all those family members that would like to join, that say they've been trying to join but couldn't join, didn't know how to find a join button, don't know how to do it. Just drop the information in there for you guys so you can join the family. All right, guys, so we're about to get ready to start this story time. Hey, Evelyn, you in story time. I see you popped up today because your ass wasn't here last week. I started to call you on live, but I ain't want to put your business all out in the street like that. Know that I will the next time, though. I don't care how private it is. I'm gonna put your ass on blast the next time, Miss Evelyn. Just to let you know. So, to all my new people that are watching and have not been included in story time but would like to know how to be included in story time, there are three very easy ways for you to be included in story time. Now, the first way you can be included in story time is by joining the family. Joining the family is a membership. I have 3 packages, but my cheapest package is $1.99 a month. It's not gonna cut into your baby ice cream truck money, your lashes money, your blunt change. None of that shit. So $1.99 shouldn't cut you off at the knees or take any lights out your house, okay? So that's one way that you can be involved in story time. The second way you can be involved in story time is any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in story time. Now you can send this tip through YouTube or you can send it through Cash App. However, whichever is fine by me. The only difference is the one that comes through Cash App. It's just a little shit talking involved. But we family, we love the shit talk. That's what we do. So that's the only difference. You'll still be included in story time whether you send it through YouTube or Cash App. However, whichever, thanks in advance. Now, the last and final way you can be included in story time is Biggest Tipper. Now, Biggest Tipper starts at $35, and anybody goes over that $35, and the person that goes over them, and the person that goes over them, and the person that goes over them, and so forth and so on. And whoever ends up having the biggest tip at the end of the night will be included in 3 story times, you guys. 1, 2, 3. Story time. Sweetie, count with me because I know you ain't up counting this far. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 story times, guys. Okay, so we're about to get ready to kick this story time off right about now. I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and give me those thumbs. If you got everything you need, you are ready for story time. Go ahead and give me those thumbs. Give them thumbs. Don't forget the thumbs up live. I need those thumbs. Let me know where you guys are with the thumbs. Don't forget to close the door. That means thumbs up the live. You should be doing 2 thumbs. Thumbs up on the live and thumb in the chat. Let me get those thumbs. Let me get those thumbs. Let me get those thumbs. Yes, yes. Now, the three people that's involved in the story time from tonight is Tasha, Reese, and Evelyn. I see Evelyn is here. Talisha, yes, you are on time because I was about to start story time. Nino, you already know security guard the door. If anybody show up late, you already know they owe. I'll be telling story time. Say that to Lindsay. Say, hey. Okay. All righty. Talisha's finally on time. So, Evelyn, you in here. Is Reese with a C in here or Tasha? They make me clown. They make me clown. Making me clown. Making me clown. But why I always gotta do this? I don't see Reese with a C in here. Yeah, that would seem like don't they know. This ain't intermission. Intermission, you can come start your story. Hey, Lily. Oh, she got big balls. Okay. See, Toots was finna come in here and get on y'all. I had to. Evelyn, stop throwing stuff in here, girl. You know not to throw stuff. I'm gonna have your ass stand out the class to clean these floors. Let's see. Okay, so Evelyn, thank you, Chastain. Chastain, forget yourself some hot pockets with the tips. LOL. Bitch, you think I ain't gonna give me no high five, bitch. I hit in the same place. Alrighty, guys. So it looks like they are just skipping class. That's exactly what's going on around here. Motherfuckers are just skipping class. Like shit don't stink, and I won't fuck them up. But it's okay. I'll get them later. All right, guys. So, like I said, the first story has Tasha, Reese with a C, and Evelyn. Evelyn, you are the only one in class, so I hope you like your story, love. Like to hear. Here we go. Tasha, Reese, and Evelyn was all single college women. They all had, ooh, Sharona, you are late, girl. Hey, but you late, boo. You know, you got to jump a little faster. You got to jump a little faster. So, like I said, Tasha, Reese, and Evelyn are all college-going females, single college-going females who live together in an apartment, you know, going to school on the campus or whatever. Now, Tasha was a business major, Reese was a science major, Evelyn was a psychology major. Now, they would all stay in this apartment together, but they would miss each other by like 10, 15 minutes because everybody's like, you know, got all these classes and stuff, so they would miss each other. Now, one day around exams, 1 week around exams time. Now, this is the time where everybody is taking 5-hour energy drinks and popping all kind of pills to stay woke to get these assignments and projects done and study for the finals. And so it's one of these, you know, like hell weeks pretty much for everybody on campus. Everybody studying they fucking brains out. You know what I'm saying? Just exhausted. But this is one of the weeks. So this week, Tasha, you know, comes in the house. Everybody else is pretty much in the house sleep. Tasha had been in the library all night studying. She comes in late by herself. When she comes in the house, she goes into the living room, you know, check and make sure everything's good, go in the kitchen, get her something to drink. And she goes into the room and she falls, I'm talking about like passed out on the bed, like tying her head, hit the pillow. Tasha was gone. She was out of there. She was asleep. And she's laying there having the best rest of her life. When all of a sudden, she feels her hands pull down to the bed and like held down. Now this wakes her up because it's like, what the fuck? She can't move her arms. Her legs are spread apart and held down. So she's looking around like, what the fuck? Every time she tries to say something, there's no sound coming out of her throat. She can't get a sound out, a scream, nothing. Suddenly, a handsome blonde-headed, red glowing-eyed, horned man is on top of her, naked. She like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he has horns coming out of his head. His eyes are glowing red. He has blonde hair. He's hella sexy from how he was described. And he is on her. And he is taking everything that belongs to her. And she is screaming. She can't fight. Ain't no sound coming out. Time he starts to take what belongs to her, she instantly feels a pain so bad that it just like her whole body from below the waist down, just pain shooting up and down her body. So she knows at this point what's going on. She can't do anything about it. She's trying to move. She can't move. The pain is so bad. She is so scared and doing all this screaming. Tasha passes out. When Tasha wakes up, it's morning time. This man, this demon is gone. She's looking around the room. She don't see anybody in the room. She's at this point, she just feels dirty, nasty, don't know what's going on. Her body hurts. She's laying in the bed crying. And Evelyn, hey, Tasha, you need to get up, man. You know exams today. You're going to fail. And Tasha just says, I don't feel good. I'm not going. Tasha, you sure? Like, you don't play that shit about exams. Tasha screamed out, I'm not going. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go. Tasha just lays there. Evelyn goes on to class. Evelyn comes home, and when she gets home, Tasha ain't there. She calls out, Tasha. Tasha ain't there. Reese ain't there. Okay. So Evelyn goes into the kitchen, fix her something to eat. She's gonna get her a sandwich, something to drink, go upstairs to her room, study for the next test she got. So she goes into the kitchen, she gets this plate out, she makes her sandwich, she gets glass out the cupboard, she goes over to the kitchen sink to rinse out the glass, and suddenly her body is slammed against this seat as if somebody ran up behind her and just put all their weight on her. So her body slams up against this sink. Her arms are pulled up on the side of her. Her leg is pulled apart. She's standing there like she's trying to block a ball from going into the hoop. She's just standing there. She can't move. She's screaming. She feels breathing on her neck. She looks in the window for the reflection, and she sees a handsome, blonde man with glowing red eyes and horns protruding from his fucking head, standing behind her, rubbing the back of her head hard. She can't scream. She can't reach for nothing. She's standing over like 8 knives and can't grab not one of them. Arms are just being held. She don't know what's going on. She's crying, trying to get something out. And he takes what's hers. She instantly feels the pain. Time he begins to take what's hers. She feels this pain. And it's the pain like goes all the way through her body. Her legs collapse. Her whole body drops. She hit her head. She's out. Evelyn later wakes up. Remembered everything that went on. Oh my God. Oh my God. She just runs to her phone. She grabs the phone. She calls the police. I was raped. The man raped me. And the police rush to the house. Reese is coming back from the library. She gets there just in time to see Evelyn being put into the ambulance. She's like, what the fuck is going on? So she rushes over to try to get to the ambulance before it pulls off, but she don't make it. The ambulance pulls off with Evelyn in the back. Now she goes over to the police. Hey, what's going on? This is my apartment. What's going on? That was my roommate. What's going on here? And the police tell her, your roommate said some man raped her, but he had horns and red eyes. And Reese is like, what? Are you serious? No. Not Evelyn. Evelyn's a psychology major. She wouldn't be having, that's crazy. She wouldn't say anything. She's a psychology major like that. That's not her. And the cop was like, that's what she said. She said a man with horns coming from his head, glowing red eyes, raped her in the kitchen. She couldn't fight. She couldn't do anything. She just woke up on the floor and he was gone. We didn't find any signs of forced entry. So if a man did come in there with horns on his head and glowing red eyes, she let him in. Because there wasn't any signs of forced entry. Reese like, what the fuck? Like, it's not making sense to her. Like, huh? And the police is like, yeah, that's how we looked at her when she said it too. But she swears it happened. Okay, well, can you let her know if she needs me to come pick her up, call me. I'm going to the house. I'm gonna, change and everything and let her know I'm gonna come down. And he was like, all right, well, let her know. The police go. She goes into the house. Reese goes into the house and look around. Ain't nothing out of place. Except for in the kitchen, the glass that Evelyn had in her hand was on the floor broken. But besides all that, nothing was out of place. So she's looking around like, this don't make no sense. If she was raped, she would have fought. Like, nothing's out of place. Like, this don't make any sense. So she goes ahead, Reese goes ahead and she cleans the glass up, throws the glass away. She goes upstairs to her room. She changes out her clothes. She put a towel around her. She grabs her clothes, taking the bathroom with her. She grabs her phone. She goes into the bathroom, set her phone and her towel and everything on the toilet, turn the water on, stand there, wait for the water to get ready. Right when the water's ready for her to get in it, she's taking the towel off and get ready to get in the tub, in the shower when her phone rings. So she just turns around and she grabs the phone and she's like, hello? And it's Tasha. And she's screaming frantically. She's flipping out. She's asking what the fuck happened to Evelyn. She heard something happen to Evelyn. What happened to Evelyn? Like, she's freaking out. And Reese was like, well, I mean, she said she was raped by a dude with horns and red eyes. Can you believe that? Like, that don't sound like Evelyn. That shit sound crazy. And Tasha got completely silent on the phone. And she said, where are you, Reese? And Reese like, what? She's like, where are you? And Reese like, I'm at home in the shower. She's like, at the apartment. And before she could say yes, Reese is pushed from the back into the shower, slammed against the wall. Pressure is on her so big she can't even push herself off this wall. The pressure is so strong on her back. She dropped the phone and everything. She could hear the breathing. Phil breathing all in her ear. She could hear it. She could feel the hands all over her. And she's trying to look back, but as her head turns, she can feel something like sharp sticking into her head to where she can't like turn her neck all the way around. And from the side of her, this motherfucker like in her face, you know what I'm saying? Like throws his face into her face. She screams, nothing comes out. She screams until her throat is raw. She feels the penetration. Boom. Pain hits her. She passes out. All she knows is she woke up in the shower. The water was no longer hot. It was cold water at this point. Like she had been in there long enough for hot water to run out. She wakes up in the shower. She's feeling this pain. She don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Like she's crying. Suddenly, she's pulled up like by her neck. She can't see what the fuck has her, but she's pulled up by her neck, and suddenly this motherfucker appears in her face like he was standing there the whole damn time. And he begins to go into the front way. And right as he's about to get the front way, you just hear the door fly open. Boom! And it's Tasha screaming, Reese! Reese! She's running up the stairs. Reese's dropped to the fucking floor. This shit is just gone. He's just gone. Like, he vanished before she even hit the fucking shower. Before he even dropped her in the shower good, he was gone. And she just screaming. Like, now she has sound. She can get it out. She is screaming her head off. Tasha comes running in. She's like, Reese, are you good? What's going on, Reese? Are you good? And Reese was like, it was him. It was him. And she was like freaking out. She was shaking. Tasha just grabbed Reese, picks her up. She's like, come on, grab something for Reese to put on. And they rush out the fucking house into the car. She gets in the car. She's crying, booging her head off. She's telling her the same man that raped Evelyn, raped her. And Tasha was like, it happened to me too. And she's like, what? Tasha was like, it happened to me first. And I thought I was crazy because people don't have fucking horns. Like, if I would have told y'all would have thought I was going crazy. Like, but it happened to me too. And Reese was in shock. Like, that's why you ain't been back at the apartment? Like, that's what's going on? Like, had no fucking idea. So Reese picks up the phone to call her mama and tell her mama, like, Mama, please don't think I'm crazy, but I need your help. I need you to tell me, like, what the hell is going on? And her mama was like, what? And she told her mama everything that happened. She told her mama what happened to, Evelyn, what happened to Tasha, and then what happened to her that night. And her mama told her, she said, sounds like either y'all are very overwhelmed from all this studying and this tripping, or y'all have an incubus. And she's like, the fuck? Like Tasha and Reese looking at each other in the car like, bitch, we in college. And I don't even know what the fuck an incubus is. Like, what is an incubus, mama? Like, what is that? And her mom was like, basically, it's the male version of a succubus. And these bitches look at each other and they like, the fuck is a succubus? Mama, what the fuck is that? And her mama tell her it's basically a demon, a very attractive demon that comes and takes whatever it wants, but it preys on women. An incubus is a male demon that preys on women, and a succubus is a female demon that preys on men. So her mom was like, it sounds like you have an incubus in your house. And they looked at each other like, it kind of makes sense because that motherfucker disappeared before I even hit the floor. Like, like, what the fuck? And Tasha looking at her, so she like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? How do we stop it? And the mom was like, you don't. She like, it just has to lose interest in you, and then it'll move on. Well, that motherfucker got 3 categories living in our goddamn house. I doubt he'll move on. He got all types of ass in our house. He got the light skinned ass. He got the cocoa ass. And here I am, dark chocolate ass. She got a fat ass. She got a medium sized ass. I got a small ass. Like, he got every fucking category in this damn house. What reason would he have to move on to somebody else's house when he got all this? And the mom was like, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, my grandmama said, those motherfuckers do not leave. When they lock on to a motherfucker, they lock on. The fuck? And Tasha was like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm moving out. I'm moving my shit tonight. I'm not staying in that apartment. Instantly, recently, like, so, mama, you know that spare bedroom you got at the house. You know that little guest bedroom nobody ever stay in. You don't mind if I get that shit for a little while? And her mom was like, girl, I don't mind. Just don't bring that shit here because with all this sexiness, it'll never leave. And it's like, mama, we are so fucking for real right now. And you talking about, you know what? How about I just give him your fucking address and he can get all that ass from you? Because you sitting up here acting like this shit is a joke. And you talking about you don't want to bring it over there because all that sexy ass. How about we just send his ass over there to your sexy ass and we keep our apartment? And mom was like, I'm sorry. I see you serious about this shit. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd make light of the situation. But I don't have no problem with you. And you know, if Tasha ain't got nowhere to go, she welcome to come. And the girl that said, what's that girl name in the hospital? What's that fucking girl name? She like, Evelyn, mom. Yeah. Tell Eve she can come on over to the house too. Just don't bring them with y'all. How you say you look, baby? Mama. No, because your grandmama always said they were super sexy. Like, it's hard to get rid of an incubus bitch because some women don't want to let them go, especially if the dick is good. Mama, like, okay, you know what? I was just wondering, but it's fine. You don't have to tell me nothing. Y'all more than welcome to come over to the house. That's no problem. Y'all come over here and stay. And she was like, okay. And they went to the hospital and, you know, they went to see Evelyn. And Evelyn had to have like a whole rape kit done and all types of shit. And they never found any semen in her. Nothing. They never found nothing inside of her. But they told Evelyn the same thing happened to them. And Evelyn was like, no, we can't go back there. So they ended up moving out of the apartment and moving in with Reese's mom. But the shit never did come back after that. But it didn't stop mom from making her jokes. You know what I'm saying? When they would come in the house from the club or something, she's like, y'all ain't bring no sexy ass, you know, incubus back with you. I can get this pussy beat up all night. Like, oh, I gotta move the fuck out whenever I get some money. So yeah, pretty much they moved the fuck out. They don't know what happened to it. It never showed up at mama's house. Because I think the incubus already knew mama was no joke. Mama would have took the incubus down. The way she was talking, mama would have took the incubus down. That motherfucker would have been like, time out, flag on play. I need some water or something. Mom Duke talking about wrestling all that demon out of his ass. So I think the incubus might have been scared, just crossed the threshold at the mama house. Because while he creeping around trying to get to them, mama standing in front of everybody know like, hey, Mr. Incubus, did my daughter tell you I said hi? Like, hell no, I gotta get the fuck about this house. How do I get out? Mom be done trapped the whole incubus in a closet. Here, a fucking hole. He can't even disappear from this shit. He just stuck. She just fucking whatever she feel like. I think the incubus was scared. I think he knew he had made his match fucking with the mama. So he never set foot across the mama threshold. They were safe as shit inside the mama house. Like, he wasn't coming there because he already knew he couldn't hang. Like, the whole outweighed the pole when they call it them type of situations. So he already knew that was a lose-lose. He wasn't taking his ass over there to fight for them other three pussies when mama throwing all this pussy on him. He like, nah, I'm good. I ain't want it that bad. So he went on by his motherfucking way, and they ended up being safe as hell at Big Pussy Mama house because she was gonna fucking up, literally. She was gonna fucking up, down, sideways, two ways from Sunday. She gonna put it on. So yeah, I think mom and the big cat saved Tasha, Reese, and Evelyn's life. They never saw the incubus again, but after that shit happened to them and they moved out, they continued to go to college and everything. And it was some girls, you know what I'm saying, they knew from their neighborhood and they stayed in an apartment, and it's like walking around now looking like they crazy as shit, like something happened, but they can't tell nobody. Yeah, so some other girls are experiencing, you know, this handsome ass incubus that's just running around, you know what I'm saying, just running around campus and shit. Yeah, he ain't stopped. He just want to go to mama house. He said mama house, he ain't ready for that. So yeah, he stopped at mama door and he won't cross that threshold. So unless mama can move all the bitches on college campus into her house, everybody gotta give us some ass. Everybody gotta get up whether they want to or not. So yeah, because he shows up and takes it and leaves, like, and never think about your ass again, like cold ass ghost, ain't it? All right, guys, that was the end of you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you can go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, retwist your twisties, refill your shot glasses, go over and tip your auntie, and I'm not even playing. Go over and tip your auntie, and meet me back here in 4 minutes to start the last story of the night. So that'll be like 8:08 for me, 7:08 for some of y'all, 6:08, 9:08, whatever. 08 for you. That's when you come back. That's when we'll start back the second story. Well, damn. Paid about he took the cheeks. Girl paid on what? No fucking attention, because that's exactly what he did after he got what he wanted. Dropped the bitch on her neck and paid her ass no fucking attention. So he did. He paid. Man, you better get that cool. Hey, that how the incubus felt. He said, nah, that's a do not go right there. I will not cross the threshold of that shit. No, that's a do not go. Thank you, Jasmine. Y'all better go over and tip y'all auntie. I'm telling y'all, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't doing all this preaching on these stories for y'all ass. Losing my breath. Tut! It's a brief intermission. You better come on and get it in. You got like 3 minutes to get it in. These are my commercials. Should be here for 3 minutes.
Okay, so y'all guess what? My friend was just like talking to me, right? And she got picked up to leave, right? And before she got picked up to leave, she was online. And I was talking to her friends and everything. And this one guy was like, your friend cute. I was like, ooh, Michelle. He was like, he's talking to me. I'm like, no, he's talking to me. She's like, no, he's talking to me. I'm like, Michelle, you're not even in camera. You can't be someone he's talking to if you're not even in frame. And then we asked him, he said, I'm talking to the black girl. I was like, see, you talking to me. So Michelle, he think you a little cute. What you think about that? She's like, he's not talking to you. I'm like, he just said he was talking to me. And she was like, let's ask him. I'm like, we already did. And I was like, and then he had left the lie. I was like, see, he was talking to me. She was like, it doesn't matter anyways. He's annoying. I don't like him. It's like, Then he came back. He was like, I'm calling a black girl fine. I'm like, oh wow.
So he was talking to her. It was her lie.
but he said he was talking to me. He said he was talking to me. So when he said that, I was like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh Michelle, would you look at that? Read it. And then she got the call from her mom, and then she let me edit that live.
Who idea was it to go live?
Man, hers.
Okay.
I don't know how to make that.
Y'all out here
Instagram.
checking for wood on
No,
live.
we're not. Oh my god.
Like I don't know them games y'all playing.
Mama.
We was all little, right? We was all little before, right?
See, didn't even exist back in your day.
You're right. That's why we had the love letters. Do y'all not remember I love you, do you love me, check yes or no letters?
Ew,
Do we all remember the fast ass game of hide and go get? Do we not? So little do we forget.
No, see. When I ask someone out, I'll write the letter. I'll be like, hey, I liked you for a while, and I'm honestly not knowing how to tell you.
Thank you.
I would like to know.
Thank you, Tay Tay. Tay Tay said, now that's how you get an incubus tits.
What's an incubus?
Don't even worry about it. You don't want one.
Okay.
At all. He giving out plenty dick. Long, painful, plenty dick. Good. I hope you feel like that about it. Her succubus is giving out big pussy.
Stop!
So just in case you don't identify with whichever gender you like, it's big pussy and big dick.
Stop!
Big pain.
Stop!
And his game is on
smash. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
I'm just saying.
It's not that deep. Oh my gosh. You don't have to say all that.
All right, your commercial is up. It's 8:08.
You ate half my commercial.
I talk to you when I get done with story time. All righty, that's Toots commercial time.
I got one more thing to say. One more. I'm sorry. Y'all, my friend.
She said, and the incubus don't buy American Daily first. She said they don't buy American Daily first.
I can't date nobody that ain't gonna give me no American Deli.
Say that shit for real about that American Deli. I don't know what they put a man like Crane. She right here feeding for that American Deli like Pookie. Thank you, Miss D.
Y'all. So like, guess what?
Your
you got some of it. So I'm gonna make my own little YouTube channel called Mommy Inside, and yeah, it's gonna fund my American Deli addiction. Yes, and I'm gonna drop it in like the little. I'm gonna tell y'all about it in her next intermission. But my friend just left. She said bye, and she love you. She gonna miss you, and she gonna see you next week when she gonna pick me up, right? And she forgot. She was over here. Got it. Everything on key. She remembered absolutely everything, even her phone charger, the smallest thing, except for her La Roche-Posay.
I am so fucking confused at this point. Like, how you gonna say you gonna create a YouTube channel called Me and You, and all the proceeds is gonna go towards your American Deli? Like,
it's gonna fund our. No, it's gonna fund our American Deli.
I don't want a damn American Deli. I want our money. I want my money. I can do other things. I don't want no damn 10 piece on a smile.
I'm gonna get American Deli, and you're gonna get cigarettes. Boom.
Yes, Tay, we need to stage an intervention because she is definitely sounding like Pookie from New Jack City over here. She is definitely just the man. Y'all remember that scene where Pookie was trying to light that crack pipe? Just put a piece of chicken in his hand.
No. Just put some good lemonade. Some of that. Y'all don't get me back started on this.
All right, please don't get her back started. Have we all went over and took our auntie? Because auntie gonna be highly disappointed if we didn't go over there and make our donation to the collection plate. But I'm sorry, y'all gotta deal with Toots a little longer than that. I was trying to keep it to a commercial time, but she wouldn't let it. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to start the last story of the night. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and give me those thumbs. Give me those thumbs. Hey, Marcus, you late. Can I please have my late slip first? Like, what are we doing around here? We just showing up whenever we feel like in an auntie class, huh? I know you like one of my favorite nephews. That don't mean you get to just stretch your ass and get all late and things, sir. Come on, give them thumbs. Let me know y'all are ready for the last story of the night. Last story of the night has Tay, Venus, and Shaniqua. I was in tutoring. Great excuse. I ain't gonna stop the babies from learning. But don't use it again. You can only use that shit once a month. It's like a period. You can only use it once a month. And I ain't talking about with a TH. I'm talking about with an F. Month. You can only use it once a month. And that's it. Yes, Tay Tay, you are in the story. I am Venus and Shaniqua. Venus and Shaniqua. So y'all really ain't gonna tip y'all auntie. Y'all better give y'all auntie her tips. Her working hard tonight. Let's see. I don't see Shaniqua or Venus.
Y'all, please don't go miss before she started using that profanity and saying y'all was doing whatever underwear or wear.
Oh, because I'm sure calling the parents, let them know they sucking dick. Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call them, let parents know they was sucking dick instead of being in my class. I'm just saying, tell your cousins to get off their knees and I'll stop. Obviously, something's more important than class. Giving ass, sucking dick, something. All right, Tay Tay's in the building. Tay Tay's the only one we got. Not Sally. Oh my goodness, no, we're not bringing in the Sally story. Tay Tay, the only one we got for this story. So Tay Tay, love. I hope you like the story. Yeah, I told you. I told you. Thank you, Evelyn. When you tipped. So thank you, Tay Tay. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Miss D. Thank you, Chastain. Yes, I'm just waiting on the rest of your family to tip because I need people for these stories, and I ain't finna just be throwing people in these damn stories. And I need people for these stories.
Not to mention, y'all do got to close the door because it is a little chilly in here.
Girl, they ain't closing the door. Like 3 people left the door open behind them, so they said everybody. They said they can smell sweet tea fingers, so they left the door open, so we wouldn't have to die in this bitch.
We can put on the fan, y'all.
Okay, sweet tea fingers is paying off. Smell like a bunch of bullshit. Like
literally.
That bitch don't wash her hands. But we all know how sweet tea is. Alrighty, so Shaniqua, Tay Tay, Venus, I hope you ladies like your story. Like to hear it, here it goes. Now, Shaniqua, Tay Tay, and Venus was walking home from school after practice. They played soccer for their school, so well, she not smell good. Ugh. It's okay, Evelyn. So they was walking home after soccer practice. And when they walked home, they would always play this game called Bingo, That's My Car. So as they walked home, they seen nice cars. Bingo, that's my car. You had to say it before the other person said, or it's the other person's car. So they used to play this shit all the time. So they had a pretty good Tasha. You're late and you missed your story. It was a good one too. One of y'all. Tell Tasha it was a good one too. One. So they so they would play Bingo, That's My Car. You know, that's what they would normally play. So they was pretty good at, making models of cars and stuff like that. Now when they would walk home, when they turned on their street was a dead end street. So you would walk down the street and you would bust a left, and at the end of that left, it was pretty much a dead end. It's only one way in, one way out of the street. So they was walking home like they usually do for practice. And as they're walking home, they hear a car coming up fast behind them because they was kind of walking in the street. So they hear a car coming up fast behind them. So they look back to get out the way for the car, and it's like a long old Cadillac. It's black, and you can see a man with a hat on top, like I guess a bowler hat on his head, with like 3 or 4 kids in the back, beating on the window, crying fear in their eyes, beating on the window. So Shaniqua, Tay Tay, and Venus see this shit, and they just start to run. Like they started running, behind the car to try to see if they can see the kids or the license plates, and they run it, and this car busts this left, and they bust the left like maybe a few seconds behind the car. They bust the left, and when they turn, the car is nowhere to be found. They can see the end of the street. They can see the dead end railing and everything. And that car is not in anybody's driveway. It's not down there at the dead end. They like, what the fuck? Like, where did the car go? They looking around. The car never came back past them. So where did the car go? It's not in anybody's driveway or anything. Like, where did the damn car go? So Shaniqua like, what happened to the car? What was going on with those kids? They was crying. They was trying to get out. And, Venus was like, I don't know, man, but we gotta try to save them. We gotta try to figure out what's going on. So Tay Tay was like, well, I mean, think about it. You try to save them how? Like, what are you gonna do? And they like, we can tell our parents. You gonna tell your parents what? A fucking car came down the street with kids screaming in it, and when it made a left, it vanished in the thin air. Like, you ain't got no proof. Our parents ain't gonna believe that. Like, they really not. So they all start thinking about this shit. And it was like, you know what? They not. But are we tripping? Because what the fuck? Where did the car go? So then they question themselves. Are we fucking tripping? Because where did the car go? They didn't see the car. Okay. Whatever. Maybe we was tripping. They chopped it up to maybe they was tripping. Next day, thank you, Tasha. Well, y'all know Tasha. That ain't got no shit talking behind it. But thank you, Tasha. And Tasha is now biggest tipper. Moderators put it down. Tasha is now the biggest tipper. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I have a legitimate excuse. Okay. Tasha said check. Thank you, Tasha. Let me see what your legitimate excuse was, because I gotta know, girl. I gotta know. Nino thought he had a legitimate excuse that time he fell asleep in class. See what anybody that started their excuse off with see what had happened. There's no need to read no more. You already know it's gonna be the best lie in the world. They laid it on thick. So I already know Tasha. Tasha got the best lie in the world. Thank you, Tasha. And he came with a little shit talking too. Tasha said, fuck with her. She's in the building. Fuck with me. Family, y'all heard it. Tasha said she's in the building. Fuck with her. Y'all can try. Okay? So, the next day they coming down the street from school and, they walking, talking about what happened the day before. And again, they hear a car like, woo, like come behind them fast as shit. They turn to look. It's the same fucking car. It shoots past them. When it shoots past them, Shaniqua was like, let's go. So they all start chasing behind the car. This car is flying, but they are chasing. Venus is the fastest out of all three. So she is on fire running down this goddamn street. The car turns the corner. She turns the corner right with the car, but the car is gone. She like, what the fuck? I just saw it turn the corner like, what the fuck? They run up, they looking. Did it go in somebody's garage? Did you see it go in somebody's garage? Like, no, I didn't see. That shit was right there. Like, they could not figure out what the fuck happened to the car. Now, Tay-Tay scared. What the fuck? Them kids was in the car. Like, something can happen to them, y'all. Like, what the hell? We need to do something. Shaniqua was like, I don't know. Like, we can't tell our parents because we still don't have no proof. We still don't have no proof to show them that this shit is really going on. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. So they come up with a plan. So the next day when they get out of school, they know this car always comes shooting up behind them, probably like 5 or 10 minutes after they get onto their street. So the plan was for Shaniqua to stand at the corner of the street, turn onto their street. Venus, Tay-Tay was to stand like in the middle of the street. Like, say the street is like this long. Shaniqua's up here, Tay-Tay's in the middle, and Venus is at this corner where the fucking car always disappear. Now, their plan is to pretty much fucking like relay race this shit. Try to get as close as you can to the back of the car to see the license plates, or at least run up on the side to see the man driving, or the kids in the back see a face to put a face to it so we can tell. They like bet. So that was the plan. And sure as shit, that car bent the corner. When it bent the corner, Shaniqua takes off. She running behind the car. The car is flying down this damn street. She trying to see the license plate. She couldn't see shit. Now the car is coming up on Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay like, all right, cool. Time the car get like right by her. She started running. She ran towards the car. Not like racing with the car. She ran towards the car and trying to like get close enough to see. She couldn't. And the car was flying past her ass. But here comes Venus. Venus see the car. Venus started running before the car got to her. Before it even hit the corner good, she started running so she can keep up with the car when it comes flying past her. She hauling ass, but then she realizes fucking car ain't come past her, but it's not behind her no more. What the fuck? Shaniqua and Tay-Tay come running to the curb. Did you see where it went? She like, the shit never came. It never came past me. Like the car never came. It never came past her. It's like she was running, the car disappeared behind her. She don't know what the fuck happened. Like, where did the damn car go? And Shaniqua and Tay-Tay like, fucking car didn't come back past us. Like, it didn't come back past us. Did you see the man? Did you see the license plate? I couldn't see nothing. The car was flying. This irritated the fuck out of them. They couldn't figure this shit out or catch this car. So it was that weekend rolled around, and their parents threw like a cookout in the backyard and shit. So, they having a cookout, and after they got through the cookout, they had a marshmallow roast at the fire pit. So while they were sitting there roasting marshmallows and shit, Venus' dad says, let's tell some scary stories. And of course, Tay them like, let's do it. What's the fucking scary story? Don't let them scare me. So all the dads take turn going around telling the scary story. Venus' dad first, and then Shaniqua dad's next, and then Tay dad comes to tell his story. And his story involves a couple. And this couple had 3 children. And this man was very insecure. He always thought his wife was cheating, or if she spoke to anybody, he was very jealous. He thinks she would be flirting. And they got into a big altercation. So big that he figured out the only way to hurt her was to take the kids from her. Well, they get into a big argument. The man takes the kids. He says this man comes flying down our very own street, right down our very own street, turns the corner. He drives through the woods down there where the dead end rail at. He said before that, it wasn't a rail there at first. So when he comes barreling down this damn street, say he had the kids in the car with him, they were crying and screaming. He barreled through these woods in his car, and about 100 feet into these woods, it's a cliff. But he didn't know that. So he goes flying through these woods, probably like 70, 80 miles per hour, flying down the street, go through these woods and go careening off the cliff with the babies in the back. All of them was killed on impact. The mom lost it. She fucking lost it. She was inconsolable when the police told her what happened. She couldn't believe that shit. Why would he do that? Dad says, well, y'all may not believe me, but we've seen that car with the dad and the kids drive down our street before. He drives an old black Cadillac. And instantly, Tay and Venus and Shaniqua looked at each other. Shit, like their eyes got big, and then suddenly you can hear Venus' mom like sniffle, like, I can't believe them kids lost their life. Like it instantly made her sad. She got upset. Moms was getting upset about this shit. And, of course, the dad was like, if I known you would have got upset, I would have told the story. I wasn't trying to upset you. But the mom was like really upset because all they could think about was how them kids had nothing to do with that shit, but they lost their lives. So when they noticed their moms was like really upset about it, Tay, Venus, and Shaniqua decided they weren't gonna tell nobody what they saw. They weren't gonna say nothing about the man and the car and how they saw the kids and all of that, because they felt like it'll further upset their mom. So they never did even say nothing that night. But they finally knew the story of that fucking car coming down the street and vanishing. They only seen the car a couple times after that, after hearing the story. But when they saw it, it was never where they could catch it. Like they would come out the house to go play and they'll just see a piece of it going around the corner. Or, they would get off the bus to go down the street and they would just see it about to turn the corner. But they never caught it like they had caught it before, where they could actually run on the side of the car and look in and keep up with the car. They never saw the car like that again. They only saw it as it was going away. And it was like impossible to catch. They only saw it like 2 more times after that. And then they never saw the car again. But the story lives on that street about what happened and the family and the man and his kids who flew off the cliff. And he still rides down that street flying like he running from the mom and the police. Because she clearly called the police when he ran off with her kids. So he probably felt like he needed to run to get away from the police. So he comes flushing down that street. Whoa, and the kids in the car, people have saw it. And that same story live on that street to this day. And people that live on that street to this day have saw that car. They never saw it up close, but they saw that car. Picture the car from, what is it? dead presidents. Picture that car. Picture that black, shiny, beautiful ass car. You know what I'm saying? That Isaac was singing in. Yeah. Car, pretty, shiny. You know that's not no fucking 2023 car riding down the street. They ain't, no. That's the fucking classic. You can tell that car a mile away. So people knew who it was. People knew it was the ghost, this man and his family, because clearly this is the car. They don't make cars like that no more. So if you happen to see one of those cars riding around and the windows are kind of tinted where you can't see the inside, maybe your boy trying to run from the police with his kids in the back. But you didn't hear that from me, okay? And that is you guys' last story of the night. Now they need to walk another way. I know, right, Mindy? That was the last story of the night. Yes, yes, ghost riding the streets. Yes, he is ghost riding the streets, and he taking the kids along for the ride. Not all the H2O under the bridge. You stupid. I thought there was water on the bridge. You know. So yes, that is you guys' last story of the night. Did you guys like the stories tonight? If so, please go over and tip your auntie for these amazing stories. Now, let me catch the replay game. Right, Marcus, that what happened when you show up late. See, you can't be showing up late, man. I know you were tutoring and everything, but tell a little crumb snatcher, I gotta get off at like 7:15. I got somewhere to be in like 15 minutes, which is in front of your TV, safe and sound, not behind the wheel of a car or a truck. And, you know, catch your TV. Alrighty, guys, did we like the stories? Don't everybody speak at once. Y'all all quiet and shit. Thank you, Kay. I'm with Marcus. Replay the first story. Yeah, Tasha, because that was your story. I tried to call you. I was trying to call you and let you know I'm going to tell your story, but you didn't answer. I was trying to let you know. So, yes, that is your story. Enjoy it. If you like it, let me know. You just put a comment or however. I'll be here. Throw me in one of those icky bitches. I can't with you. Okay, I can't with you, but thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you guys went over and tipped your auntie for these amazing stories. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me tonight for story time. Wood, girl, I'm telling you, Tasha, I'm telling you, girl. Oh my goodness, I can't with y'all. I should have never told you what a succubus or incubus was. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you guys on Thursday with 2 new stories. But in the meantime, you guys stay safe, social distance, and don't slap the sleeves off a chick unless she earns it. I love y'all. Good night and mic drop. Have a good night, guys.